Most definitely, that is who we are. That's who we represent, and that's how it stays. Your dream come true station. Yes, Man Radio, the first media academy radio. Good evening to you out there. You might be surprised why this voice and not the other voice. Faso Lori music, Yemi and Lori singing, you know. That's Fizzy, that's Ajasa. It's not the voice this evening, but it's the voice of the irresistible TD alongside the very dynamic Okwe Adeleke. Together we are here, and I want to welcome you to the forecast. It's a program you will listen to once in a while here on the station, and there's no doubt about that. It has come to stay. Good evening to Okwe on the other side of on the other side of me. How you doing, my brother?
Good evening, TD.
Well, happy weekend. It's a beautiful Saturday.
Yeah, it's been the week. The way Saturday has been nice all day long, and I guess I hope that it stretches into Sunday.
I hope so, and I saw that earlier that it's actually a good Saturday.
Of course.
When we met at that point.
Okay.
We'll be working alongside Samuel and Rashida Debo here. Say thank you to you both for being memorable things in last 1 week, all over the world, from Nigeria to Canada, to America, to the UK, and in the midst of this coronavirus, we'll be looking at this from here, and happened here in the city of Ibadan. But while we went about doing our own personal investigation, certain things came up, and we'll be looking into what we found out, and we'll relay all this to you, and you can as well. The phone lines are open. You can share with us when that time comes, because I really want you. We want you out there to share with us what your take is concerning what we'll be looking at very shortly in the course of the program. On behalf of everybody in here, we'll say thank you for being there, and good evening to you out there.
Share my love, my life, my everything with. I've been through a lot of that I wanted. I had looked in every nook and corner I couldn't find. So I lost all hope, 'cause I was sure that I could never find. Then you came along, you proved me wrong. I thought that I could never find, but the only one who makes life fun. You're the only one of your kind. You are my dream come true. You are my You are my dream come along. You proved me wrong. I thought that I could never find you. Are the only one who makes life fun. You're the only one of your kind. And you came along. You proved me wrong. I thought that I could never ever find you. You are the only one. Whoa, you are the only one. You are my dream. You are my dream.
7 minutes outside. Music of the legendary Lagbaja Moko here under my breath. And if you're just tuning in, we'll say good evening. Thank you for being there. Welcome to the program, The Forecast, on this very beautiful Saturday evening. Today, the 15th day in the month of August 2020. You are my dream come true. And that we have always said this. Yes, Man Radio is your dream come true. Let's look at some of the major happenings in the past week, both from sports to politics to business, and we'll take you all around. It's encompassing, and we'll give it to you just the way it has come. And because we sat back we went out to do our investigations to see to it why all this thing. What are the remedies? What are the solutions that we can prefer to all these issues on ground? First of all, in the course of a week, we heard that the Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor Ogundoyin, there's been so much fracas, there's been so much protest about this concerning the removal of that man as the Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos. And Okwe has been very, very busy. He went out all over the week, and he's been able to gather a couple of information for us. I know we've been discussing this for quite a while. So let's just look at this. Okwe, the removal of the Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos. There has been so many stories concerning it, saying they didn't follow Dr. Wale Babalaki and his team. They didn't follow due process and all this and that. All this. What's your take concerning? Can a vice chancellor be removed and replaced with somebody from the outside world? Because what they've said is the man whom shouldn't have, because of the fact that there are 3 other vice chancellors within the university block, and none of them was picked to take that position. Professor Shuyombo said he has assumed office. He has resumed as well. Mm-hmm. What's your take concerning? What did you find out concerning this?
Actually, if you ask me for my take, I'm going to say that it smells like politics to me. Because Dr. Wale Babalaki, yeah. I wonder why he was the one to be in the position to announce the dismissal of Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundoyin. Why it smells like politics to me? I mean, if I were in the if I were chasing a position, or if I wanted to be the president of Nigeria, and I'm put in a position to be the judge of who is to be the president of Nigeria between myself and the current president. Who would I ask the current? It's not possible. So it smells really like politics to me. I don't know where Dr. Wale Babalaki actually came from and I don't know how he came into the story and how eventually he's the one.
He's the pro chancellor of the University of Lagos, so and it's a big week there.
He made the announcement in Abuja.
Yes,
right. So I'm wondering why he had to be the one to make the announcement in Abuja.
Because looking at it, I know from what you found out, we heard that. So it was a vote. Some people voted. Some said no, and things like that. And it's been a battle between now the management, if I'll call them like that, and ASU. Now, let me just read this to you now. Coming in from ASU. The chairman of the Unilag Governing Council, Dr. Wale Babalaki, also is sticking to his gun that Ogundikpe was gone for good, and that due process was followed in its removal. Now that we heard that there's tension remained high in the air at the University of Lagos yesterday, Friday, after the institution's chapter of the Academic Staff Union of University, ASU, vowed that there was no going back in its rejection of the removal of the university Vice Chancellor, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe. Here we are. He's been alleged to commit some recklessness in appointments, and hearing from Dr. Babalaki that Ogundipe also did some recruitments with fake recruitment papers and stuff like that. For a person of that stature and of that caliber, I am not. But from what you found out, this, you said it looks like politics.
Yeah, If you ask me, I'm going to say that he should not have been removed, like just yet. It would rather have been suspended first. I mean, because I remember there was a story that I read about
Yeah.
sometimes ago when the Brazilian president was removed for the fact that his name came up in a scandal. He had not been confirmed guilty or not guilty. He had not pleaded guilty or not guilty to the scandal. But for the mere fact that his name came up in the scandal, he was suspended. Okay, then you can go ahead to the next step. If he's not guilty, then he goes back to his position. But it's just somehow that he's been removed all of a sudden. Okay, no clarity about what he has actually done wrong. Has anything been proved right? Has anything been proved against him? No. It's just
Financial recklessness, that's what we're hearing.
yeah, what we're hearing. Yes, what we're hearing. Of course, a whole lot of things will come up. I'm sure it's not only financial recklessness. I'm sure there are other things too that have come up, like filling up positions with fake documents and all of that. Where we need to see these things so that we can know what next. Instead of it just coming like it's been dismissed, it's been removed all of a sudden.
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed. I know you keep us abreast as to happenings from Unilag there, because for someone like Professor Theophilus Shoyombo, he's taking up the gun and saying, "I have taken over," and he's not going anywhere. But
Of course, what would you expect? What would you expect? That means somehow the Dr. Wale Babalakin faction, they've won more suitors in the form of Dr. Theophilus
Shoyombo.
They want more people. They've gained more people on their side because Dr. Theophilus definitely doesn't want to leave the position.
Yeah.
Would definitely not want to leave the position except it comes by fire by force.
Now, okay, let's leave Unilag alone. 10 days ago, it was something that came up somewhere outside the country. I think it was in the UK. Yeah, it was in the UK when students of scholarship were protested. Who protested concerning their tuition fees and stuff not being paid by NDDC, and I remember Mr. President ordered their payment instantly. Well, as I speak with you earlier today, we found out that the directive from Mr. President has not even taken any effect. What's your take on this? Does Mr. President have the bold say when he says something and it's not carried out?
Who says Mr. President's order? So Mr. President's order in the first place is not has not come in the form of a drama. It's just a question. I'm not saying that's what happened, but it's just a question. I mean, are you actually going to tell me that Mr. President didn't know that their tuition fees has not been paid like before now? Are you going to say that? Who signed the money? I mean, who asked them to bring the money? Who asked them to pay? Where are all the papers? Where has it been? I mean, it's not a recent development, right? It's not a recent development. It has always been a process. So what process was it? What process was it before probably the breaking of the coronavirus pandemic or something? I mean, you can't tell me that, of course, it must have passed through the president's desk before getting to any other stage. So now the president coming out and saying that he is ordering them to go and pay all of their tuition fees all of a sudden, and it's not being carried out, means something is wrong, like behind the scenes, if you ask me.
Something we are not seeing.
Something we're not seeing because, of course, Mr. President's order, then up to this very present moment, nothing has been done about it. Then something is wrong behind the scene.
We'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll see if the NDDC, whereby they have been accused of mismanaging billions of naira between January and is it June, May, June?
So like somebody said something recently. Said there's going to be a football match between the EFCC and the NCDC after coronavirus pandemic. And
We'll keep our fingers crossed concerning that. All right. One other thing in the past couple of weeks, in the past 1 week or thereabout, whereby it happened a couple of days, week ago, the issue of the governor of Borno State, Professor Zulum's convoy attacked at Baga, and it was a big thing. But I looked at it because I know I discussed it with a couple of people, saying if it had not been for the attack on the governor, will the presidency, Mr. President and his team, will they have stood up the way they have now? And with the Senate and the reps calling for the sack of the service chiefs. Now, looking at that, if Governor Zulum had not been attacked, his convoy not been attacked, do you think there would have been any uproar from the presidency? Or from
definitely no.
So the common man, us, we are on our own.
Yeah, somebody actually had to feel it amongst them. And before they know what to do. Okay, like Governor Zulum felt it, and he came out because I think I read some things about him screaming around, going around the whole place, blaming all service chiefs, blaming members of the army for all sort of insecurity, whatever going on in the country, and before his attack. Before the attack on his convoy. I don't know, maybe more to come actually, so that they can know that a lot of things are supposed to have been put in place. Okay, I've read something again, the late Sani Abacha, he said if insurgency lasts 24 hours in a country,
it has a political undertone.
Yeah.
We'll keep you posted on that as well. Let's stay here, and it's still the forecast from Yesma Radio. When we return, we'll talk more on sports and other things. Stay with us. Many thanks for being there. Yes, just hold on, and they believe that you've got in yourself will definitely materialize in something good if you can just stay positive and stay strong to whatever positive things you are doing for yourself and with yourself. All right, if you're just joining us, it's still the focus coming to you from Yesma Radio. TD and Okwe up in here, TD and Rabani. Okay, I know he prefers that. TD and Rabani doing our thing here. Let's just, because of time, there are so many other things we need to discuss here. Let's look at what happened from the Champions League, which kicked off, was it on Monday?
On Tuesday.
It started on Tuesday. The matches that came up on Tuesday.
Tuesday was Atalanta against PSG.
And now talk to us about that match. What was your expectation concerning that match?
To be honest, I thought that Atalanta could prove shock.
They nearly did.
They nearly did. It took just 3 minutes. And then
3 minutes of...
And they nearly did because Neymar almost destroyed. He almost single-handedly destroyed PSG's career and ambition. I mean, he could have sealed the game in the first 3 minutes of the game. He could have sealed the game. But I mean, I'm happy for them, but I really wish Atalanta had gone because I was really enjoying their fairy tale.
Yeah, they were underlooked. But once in a while, when I jam up Serie A, a couple of teams I love to watch from Serie A: Juve, Inter, AC, Atalanta, Fiorentina, Roma, Torino. So at least more than half of them. Looking at that match, PSG, and looking at Neymar, how will you describe Neymar? The Neymar of Barcelona and the Neymar at PSG.
Neymar, what do I think is affecting Neymar? I think that the money is actually affecting Neymar. The money is affecting Neymar. Neymar earns a whooping £537,000 after task for a 28-year-old. That's a whole lot. Then he still gets 10% of the Hotel Bujarab total annual income. That's the 7-star hotel in the UAE. He gets 10% annual, 10% income cut on whatever they make in a year. He gets
for a 28-year-old.
So I think that those things are actually big enough for him to misbehave. That's why he does those things. Yeah, I think. You see, let me be honest with you. Okay, the first miss, the first goal that he missed in that game, I think he misbehaved.
One-on-one.
If you ask me, I think you must have you must be in the set of you must be set with them Jesse Lingard.
Oh boy.
Yes, you missed those unserious guys, unserious football players. You know them. You don't tell me Sergio Aguero is in that position.
Oh goodness me! First goal, or a Cristiano Ronaldo,
in that position, and he misses it. No, you know that's almost not possible. Yes.
Yeah, well, okay. Eventually, in 3 minutes, PSG they were able to take it away, and
Africa's new hero. Eric Choupo-Moting.
Yeah.
And shout out to Eric Choupo-Moting.
Nice one there. So Atalanta, they're out. Come back next year if they probably will.
They came third in the league, so they will be there next year too.
I hope they become a more stronger, formidable team.
And did you actually hear what happened to their top scorer?
Oh no,
you didn't hear it?
Not yet.
Okay, I can actually say that PSG won that game because their top scorer missed out. You don't know that top scorer is Joseph Ilicic.
Oh,
the left-footed guy.
Yes.
He went to pay a surprise visit to his wife, only to find his wife in the bed with another
man.
Then somebody asked me yesterday. Somebody said he knows that he is guilty. He knows he is at fault. And I'm like, at fault for what?
He's making the money, and then maybe she's picking up more than half of the money.
Of course. And those things over there, they tend to be so crazy because I think I read something that said after Emmanuel Eboué divorced his wife, he was left with just £1 million. Then I'm like, he has been running up and down. Emirates ran up and down. Ivory ran up and down. Old Trafford for years. For years, went to Liverpool, went anywhere for years. And at the end of the year, and at the end of the day,
his career, £1 million.
£1 million.
Yeah, he probably should have come to Nigeria. That's about over 500 million naira.
Okay.
He will have done something real good
in Nigeria. Do you think he would feel good about that?
It's going to be painful. Yeah, but
£1 million, £1 million. That's unfair, man.
If you and I get £1 million today.
Yeah, that's because we probably have not gotten more than £1 million.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
With £1 million, it's a whole lot.
Yeah,
Chelsea, Bayern Munich.
Bayern, Chelsea. No,
Bayern Chelsea. Yeah, yeah.
Bayern.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, that was
yesterday. Earlier.
Okay, Chelsea,
yeah.
Barca, Chelsea, Bayern. Of course, he was always a
7 goals to 1.
Yeah, it was a result.
A cumulative.
And I will still keep saying something that God actually saved Chelsea with the coronavirus pandemic, because if the coronavirus pandemic didn't come up, and Chelsea actually played the second leg as at when they were supposed to play it, way back when they were supposed to play it, I'm sure the total result or the aggregate scores of that match could have been like 20 goals to 1 or something.
Oh, goodness me.
Yes, I'm serious. Because those guys are men.
Yeah, comparing the team, Bayern to that of Chelsea, obviously they are way apart.
Way apart. There's a very big difference, not just a big difference, a very big difference between the two teams.
Yeah, if that could have happened to Chelsea, but then if that could have happened to Barca yesterday night, it could probably have happened to any other team.
No, it was definitely going to happen to Barca yesterday night. It was definitely going to happen to them. I saw it coming. I told every Barcelona fan on my WhatsApp contact, I told them this was coming. And I remember that about 10 minutes before the game, there was this guy, a Barca fan. He just started ranting on WhatsApp, saying all sort of things, saying, we're Barcelona, we're this. Then I sat down, I saw all of his statuses, and I was just laughing like, Okay, then I saw the last one. The last one was we are Barcelona. Then I'm like, okay, let me actually respond to this. Then I'm like, we are Bayern Munich. Okay. Then I'm like, how are you coming? Then he said, okay, he won't say anything until after the match. Then I'm like, okay, I'll remind you. Then I remember at the end of the first half, it was 4 goals to 1 already, and I just hope they remind that, like, hey, bro.
Still Bayern.
He said, and I remember his response. He said he already knew Bayern were going to beat Barca. Then I'm like, what, really?
Now he knows. All right, then. Major League, let's just quickly, because of time, I wanted to, there's something I want us to really talk about. Okay. Last night was a beautiful set of match that popped up. But did you see coming that's the scoreline?
No, I didn't see the scoreline coming, actually, to be honest. Nobody saw the scoreline coming. But I knew that Barcelona were going nowhere since it was a one-legged match. I knew it was Barca's Bayern's stake. I knew it was Bayern's stake. I knew he wasn't going to be for Barca. And I was actually surprised when, as at 11 minutes, it was 1-1 already. Then I was like, hey, Barca, okay, let's wait and see. Then until the first 45 minutes, and it was 4-1.
4 goals to 1. 4 goals to 1.
No, shout out to Bayern. Big one.
Now, quickly, before we move out of sport, Manchester City and Lyon much later tonight.
Do I think Lyon can prove us done? Do I think so? Actually, something like that has been crossing my mind. Like Lyon could come up with a surprise performance. Then the other side of my mind is telling me, no, you're thinking like that because you're a Man U fan and you probably don't like Man City.
I'm looking at the probability or possibility to have another very big match, Bayern Manchester City.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Just like
it's coming up with Bayern Man City, but I do not think that Man City can stop Bayern. I don't think so, because I don't think so.
Aguero's out. He's not playing tonight.
Well, leave Aguero out of this. I mean, it's about Manchester City.
And Pep going back to his former club.
It's going to be really... Hansi Flick has really done a good job.
He has.
Yeah, he has really done it. They've scored 156 goals all season long. That's a whole lot. 156 goals in all competitions.
Lewandowski has done well.
Like about 40 goals, about close to 40 goals. There's Kingsley Coman, there's Alaba, there's
Gnabry, all of them. Muller.
Everybody has scored 1 or 2 goals, and it's more of the team stuff now. Unlike Manchester, I don't see Manchester City going to.
If they have the possibility of playing against Bayern.
No, it's actually going to be Bayern against Man City.
Let them defeat Lyon. Manchester City is playing Lyon tonight.
Okay, sorry.
It's going to be...
I already forgot.
They're playing Lyon tonight.
Yeah, if they play Lyon, I mean, they are going to... If they play Manchester City, if Manchester City plays against Bayern, it's not going to be an easy game, but I don't see Manchester City coming out tops. And if it's Lyon, that makes it all the more worse.
we'll keep our fingers crossed.
What did I say? That is so wrong. What did I do? Where did I go wrong? So many questions, no answer. But we are so strong.
Oh yes, definitely, we are so strong. That's why we are here to serve you the best of ways in the best of form. Last week Friday was a memorable day. Either way we want to call it. It was painful after that young man was laid to rest last week Friday at the Sango Cemetery right here in the city of Ibadan. Richard Gbadebo, he was laid to rest last week Friday after that tragic incident that transpired. I was actually there. I went to monitor things there, and from my reportage and reportorial duties, felt okay. The atmosphere was actually calm, despite the anxiety of a possible violence, being a young man, and the circumstances surrounding the death of that young man. And it was a beautiful thing eventually, and I want to give kudos to the families of the Gbadebo, and I want to pray that God Almighty will calm them, and such tragic incidents will not occur in their family and in our families as well.
Amen.
And also the student bodies, I give kudos to the students of the great school, the University of Ibadan, and every other higher tertiary institution, students that were there. Most of all, it has showed and is shown that Nigerians, we are law-abiding students, and we all definitely will stand for peace at all times. Now, after the death of Richard, I've sat back to think, what next? What must be done? And in my reportorial duty, it was something that I took time, and we went out to dig out a couple of things about this company, this organization. Who are they? And what are the things they can be known for? What are the things they have been doing? And believe you me, a couple of things popped up, and I never went to their office, but I went to people whereby, and I did a lot of research concerning this. Excuse me. Now, through my very extensive activity and activity network, asking friends, colleagues everywhere, I found out that the company Expand Global Industries Limited, they have been able to provide thousands of jobs across the country, with an estimated, I think it's about 2,500 direct and indirect job, and you won't believe that out of the 2,500, 1,000 of the jobs which are generated, it's within here in Oyo State. Looking at that alone, from your own perspective as a young man, let's look at this company, with what happened at their company, and with what they have been doing. What's your assessment of this?
I think actually death is a bad loss. I mean, the death of Richard Gbadebo was actually a bad loss. I mean, but I think that they should not write the whole story. I think the story, Expand Global, the Egu's story should not be circled around Richard Gbadebo's death. I think that they've actually been doing well. If in Oyo State they could have produced 1,000 direct jobs and about
2,500 direct,
yes,
and 1,000
direct jobs in Oyo State.
In Oyo State.
And man, I think that they must. Of course, I don't think that nobody would have planned to have taken his life, except other things. All things being equal, nobody would have planned to take his life. And man, it just shows that more caution needs to be taken on everything, and probably more attention needs to be paid to certain things, certain machines, and all of that. It's actually a sad story, and I'm really sorry about it. I pray that the Lord grants bears fortitude, grants the family of the Badibos to be able to bear this loss, amen, because it's actually a sad thing. But I think that the company, Egio, have been doing well, and whatever punishment is going to be meted out to them should actually be... It should be
tamper justice with mercy.
I think so, because based on what they have done, I think that they are trying. They have really tried, and they should at least be looked at with mercy. Upon with mercy. Because
while I asked a couple of people out there while I was we were chit chatting, if any of the guys and the ladies, the parents, people that I was able to speak with, if they're listening to me at this point in time, they'll be surprised, because I never told them I was going to discuss this. I never told them I was going to discuss this on radio one day like this. But when things happen, I feel one should not castigate, or just like the Yorubas will say that yeah, thank you. Right. What has happened is actually painful, because I was there. Sad. I was at the burial site. I went to cover that event that day, and I saw what happened. And that young boy, I saw the elder sister and every other person that came. And while chit-chatting with a couple of them, I spoke with the NLC man who was there on that day. Okay. And let me just see if I can just do a playback of that interview I did with the NLC, the Student Union representative, on that day. I think I still have, let me see if I still got it here. Okay, now, while listening to them, it was painful, yeah. But Nigerians. Okay, let me first of all play that of the National Association of Nigerian Students, what he said that day. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's just listen. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, I'll still try and see if I can get that out this evening. It's something I did, and while talking to them, I saw their pain. It was painful for them, but be that as it may, just as I said,
of course it has to be painful, because even I don't know about other people, but even myself, I'm not familiar with them. I'm not friends with them. I don't know them from anywhere. But it was really sad to have found out that such a young, vibrant young man would be killed in such a situation. I mean, it's unfair if you ask me, but it is what it is.
Thank you, Samuel. Yeah, trying to get that played out properly, so that we can know that even, just as I said, things happen, but let's just see if I can.
My name is Okwakunlilo Fumayowa, the NANCC chairman of Oyo State of today. I'll just need to tell you to the ears of everyone listening to this that NAN's body is a new regime, is a new dawn, a new thing is happening right now. You won't take it lightly with anyone. You won't take it lightly with any company that actually deal with students in an abnormal way.
Now take a look at that. What the NANS chairman said, they won't take it. Yes, I support that. What do you think? Because the welfare of student life, everybody.
Yes, welfare is supposed to be human welfare, not students' welfare or tailors' welfare. It's supposed to be human welfare. A student is an human, a tailor is an human. So I think that the world, not just Oyo State or anybody now, the world actually needs to pay more attention to human welfare. I mean, because a whole lot of things are going wrong. Somebody is saying they bought something for billions of dollars and all of this, and there are people out there who have not eaten anything since yesterday. I'm not saying that it is a must that you be there for them, but I mean, some way, somehow, there are other things that you could do.
Yeah.
That you could do. I mean, you can't say that you eat with $1 billion per or 1 billion naira per month. That's a whole lot. So there are people out there that they've not
They
eaten
said water.
since yesterday, and the time is a few minutes to 6 now. They still do not know what they are going to eat before night.
Now, let me take you up on that, Okwe. With what has happened at Expand Global now, I just hope this is not commercial. I'm mentioning Expand. Now, what will you say to government now that government they are in the know of this? Government have sealed up the company. Let's look at those other workers whereby now they have to stay at home and with the issue of insecurity, banditry. Can this not lead?
My first question is, sealing the company, what has it got to do with the death?
They have to take up with an investigation, come up with an investigation to know what's up there.
But it should be, I think there should be a limit.
Okay.
Because of the other people who work there, like you said. Yeah, okay. Sealing the company for so long or for such a long time could be dangerous. You would be one way or the other be adding more to the numbers on to banditry, whether you like it or not, because you can't say that somebody who has always been awake by 7 o'clock in the morning and to go to work every day, and okay, at the end of the month, even if it's 20,000, I'll be 30,000, you shall pay the person, and the person will know that okay, this whole month did not go to waste. Then one morning, one night, this person is not going anywhere anymore. This happens for 1 week and goes on into the second week, goes on into the third week. Well, and this person has issues eating. Had issues eating in the first week. In the second week, it got worse. In the third week, it got worse. Or permit me to say worse. What happens in the fourth week?
So basically, we're appealing to government
to please probably just open the company back up,
the factory,
for the other people who,
while investigation is even still going on.
Yeah, it's still going on. I don't think there is any interference between investigation and the company going on. All you got to do is ask the management of the company to make sure that they are always available
when they are needed.
They are needed whenever. Be it 12 o'clock in the midnight, in the night, make sure that you guys are needed.
Yeah.
That's just what I think.
So basically, we'll see how that pans out, and from here we appeal as well. And because while I sat back to do a couple of interviews to outsiders, that look, if your office, if your place of work is sealed up, how would you leave?
Of course,
stuff like that. Because
okay, if people that are even being owed salaries, they still do not want to stay back at home.
They still go.
I mean, it's there's this thing somewhere, somehow, when you don't go to work, or somewhere, if you've always been this person who goes to work like every day and this
necessary.
You never can